Over the years, Habitat for Humanity has made a difference in Lloydminster. Now, a few kilometers down the road, the town of Vermilion is hoping to have the same sort of success with their first build this summer. Aaron Streck reports.
Finally here.
For Dawn Knutson and her family, their home is not yet built, but they have been waiting for this day for a long time.
I'm glad it's here. I just can't wait to get started now.
You can get that in there. Oh, now did somebody dial?
Members of the Habitat for Humanity Vermilion build, along with dignitaries, gathered at the project site Friday evening for the sod turning ceremony.
18 months ago, our committee started, and now we have property, we have the money we need to build, we have our building permit, and once Mother Nature cooperates, we'll be digging a hole.
The people involved in this project in Vermilion should take pride in what they're doing, and what they're doing means a lot to the family, but it also means a lot to the whole community.
Vermilion may be quite smaller than Lloydminster, but the strong community support is right up there.
There's a lot of business owners that have supported this initiative, and I think they'll continue doing it. And starting off, you always start out slow, and I think from here on in, it's just a great thing, and they have to look for another location for the next house going up.
It means a lot to know that a community that will pull together for a family or families to see something happen good in their life. It's appreciative, and I thank them.
This is Habitat for Humanity Vermilion's inaugural build. Organizers are hoping to start the week after Easter and have the project completed in time for the fall.
Not only is it an exciting day for the Parker family as we get to break the ground of their house, but it's a great day for our community to celebrate, Habitat actually getting to the point to build a house, which I think is going to be the start of lots of things to come here in Vermilion.
Aaron Streck, Newcap News.
After working throughout the year to sponsor a school in Ensenada, Mexico, today marked the grand finale of the fundraising efforts for students at Bar Colony School. As Jenna Bridges reports, the school welcomed a special guest this afternoon to recount firsthand how their efforts are helping Mexican kids in need.
How are all of you today?
Sandra Hubert lives in Mexico and works directly with students in Ensenada that have been on the receiving end of the generous efforts of students at Bar Colony School.
A lot of the parents don't have work right now, and so they're not going to spend extra on pencils, on crayons, on notebooks.
It's been something that's connected us here in the building and helped us pull together to really help somebody else out.
It started out simply with the students corresponding as pen pals. Throughout the year, students ramped up efforts, collecting milk jugs and also sending things as simple as pencils and notebooks that students here may take for granted.
I was talking to the teacher before I came, and one of the teachers was telling me, he said, he says, we don't even have crayons for the kids right now.
Of course, there was some fun involved for the elementary school students as they watched their principal and vice principal pucker up with a couple of creepy crawly lizards as a reward for their coin collection fundraiser.
Some romantic time with some geckos.
A little incentive to put them over the top was to have Mrs. Klazowski and myself kiss a gecko today, which I must tell you I was really nervous about, but it wasn't so bad after all. I think we're friends now.
And it's a chore LePage is more than up for again next year if it means encouraging more students to support a good cause. Jenna Bridges, Newcap News.
Well, the Lloydminster District SPCA is in need of volunteers to help walk the high number of dogs they've been housing this spring. And it's not just for fun and exercise. As Chris Campbell tells us in this week's Everything Outdoors, the more frequently the dogs are walked, the better chance they have of finding a new home.
The semi-spring weather is begging for you and I to get outside and enjoy it. Since the warm weather began teasing us, the Lloyd SPCA has been inundated with man's best friend, and that's not a bad thing. It just means they could use some extra volunteers to walk the dogs whenever possible. The more at ease the dogs are at while staying in the shelter, the better the chances are of those dogs being adopted.
When volunteers walk dogs, we also get lots of valuable feedback. Are they good on leash? Are they not good on leash? What do they think of people? Are they afraid of certain things? Are they really social or are they really high energy? And it can be really hard to tell a lot of that about a dog in a cage. It's just not a good environment.
Angela Fourier has been volunteering here for nearly 2.5 years. In just the past year alone, she's fostered 19 dogs. She says spending her free time here is very therapeutic.
It's so therapeutic. It's so relaxing, so calming. They're just unjudging. They don't care what you look like. You can show up in your dirty sweats and smell the hell, and they love you anyway.
A couple of weeks ago, the SPCA was at dog capacity and space was getting critical. Things are starting to look up now.
We're doing great. 2 weeks ago we had 38. We are right now down to 28.
Okay. Still a lot.
A lot. A lot of those dogs are in isolation, though, so they're not actually eligible to be walked yet. So once they're up for adoption, though, we're going to have a lot more. Again, it has been a really good, this past week has been wonderful for us. Lots of great families, good adoptions.
So what better reason to get outside and get some exercise while bettering the dog's chances of finding a home? All it takes is an application form to get started, and men, they really need you to step up and volunteer so the dogs are exposed to more positive human male role models. For this week's Everything Outdoors, I'm Chris Campbell.
This feature brought to you by RecTech of Lloydminster and Power Merchants of St. Paul, your Can-Am Ski-Doo dealers.
Since ancient times, people have been using garlic to flavor their food. Garlic also has many symbolic meanings, and ethnic groups from all over the world use it for cooking, healing, and in some parts of the world, to ward off evil. In this week's Fresh Favorites, Shauna Roshik gets a lesson on an easy way to prepare and serve this fragrant member of the onion family.
Welcome to Fresh Favorites. We're here at the Harvest to Home Market. Now, Corrine, you recommend that every kitchen should be stocked with fresh garlic, and why?
Absolutely. Fresh garlic is a great way to add flavor to everything from meat to sauces, and it really helps you punch up your recipes without adding fat and calories.
I like that part of it. Now, a lot of recipes call for garlic in some form. How can we take fresh garlic and prepare it and use it in this pure form?
Well, roasting garlic is a fantastic way to handle it. Roasting really brings out the sweetness and mellows the flavor of garlic, and it's a really simple, satisfying thing to do in your kitchen.
Is this a hard process to do?
Absolutely not, Sean. I'm going to show you how to do it right now. It's 3 simple steps. You're just going to cut the end off your garlic, place it in your tin foil, and add a drizzle of olive oil and salt and pepper. So just fold that foil up. We're going to pop that in the oven at 350 for an hour.
Okay.
And when it comes out, we're going to have beautiful golden roasted garlic, just like this one we made earlier.
Perfect.
And you just simply squeeze that right out of its shell, and you have beautiful roasted garlic ready to serve on a slice of bread or add to any recipe.
This smells delicious, and I can't wait to sink my teeth into this. Thank you very much, Corrine. That's all the time we have for this week's Fresh Favorites. I'm Shauna Roshik in the kitchen with Chef Corrine.
Fresh Favorites is brought to you by Harvest to Home Market, your local connection to top quality Canadian products. Visit harvesttohomemarket.ca for daily specials.